Hello and welcome to this one video. We are going to talk about three common mistakes or probably four common mistakes we make in our entrepreneurship journey. Because if you think about it, common mistakes is specifically what I've used is these are the common mistakes we make.
And I used also the word which is called we. I've made those mistakes. You are going to make those mistakes. Probably after watching this, you're not going to repeat the mistakes because that's the whole point of it. Like learn from the mistakes, don't repeat the mistakes. And if you've already made the mistakes, great. Welcome to the club. And these are the things that I've learned over a period of like last 3 years, over 20 or 2000 members doing like 3 to 400 one-to-ones. And these were the common pattern that I found out where I have seen people, I have met people, I had conversations with people. These were the few things that were people were doing, and I was like, no. And I then felt, okay, this is something that even I have done. This is something that I do at times as well, even these days. But being aware of it makes it a lot easier. That being said, welcome to this one video. We are going to use whiteboard over here, not this one, but this one. Why are you not typing? Quitting too early. Quitting too early. People quit too early. You have to be not just consistent. You don't have to. You cannot be even persistent. You cannot be even diligent. You have to be diligent doing a lot of things. You just have to persist. And one of the things that there was this one mentor I had, and he's a great guy. And I was a part of his Facebook group, and he a feedback came on his group. A person saying like, I don't resonate with you. I don't know what you're doing. You're just selling so many times, and it's like I just want to go out and I just want a refund. That mentor commented down below. It's like, okay, it's cool that you don't want to be a part of this community. You get the full refund back. But be with someone whom you resonate with. And the last line was a punchline that he mentioned. It's like, we are here to stay. If you want to come back and be a part of this spiritual community, great. Yeah, we will be happy enough to have you back. I was like, dude, that is something that you need to stand for. The last line was very important for me. Quitting too early. Now, why did I mention that one story with you? Is no matter what you're doing, stick with what you're doing. In the morning, I got a message like, Fazil, I need to be working on my superpower. Like, when you pick doing something, you need to be congruent with it. If you're congruent with it, you are not going to quit it. But challenges are going to come, obstacles are always going to come. And how do you move? It's a line from Tony Robbins. You don't have to react to it, you have to respond to it, and you have to go through it because there's like a big black wall always standing on the face of you. It is 11:15 in the evening, and I'm recording this one video. I wanted to record it in the afternoon, but there was a call and I couldn't record it. Nothing can stop me from recording videos because I'm doing on a momentum. And when you're working on a business requires your efforts, your time, your money, your resources, your energy. It requires so much from you, and towards the end of the day, you will feel tired. You will feel like you want to quit. And there's one quote from Tony Robbins, Robin Sharma. One of my friends said this, and I don't exactly quote unquote, but then it's like starting is easy, quitting is easy, staying in the game, that's craft. So whenever you start doing something, that's like one of the core things that we have in the community. Kind of fun sense. There's something I've learned from our mentor play is finish what you started. If you made an intention of launching the business, making a certain amount of money, doing cool things, finish what you started. Go all in. Go all in. Think of it in this way. When I'm in, I am in. This like when I'm in, I'm in. There's no going back. No matter how many boats you have, you don't even have to burn the boats. You don't even have to burn the boats. It's completely cool. I'm here and I'm going to give my all in. And when that's over, I'm going to give even more of it. Never quit. Don't quit too early. Point number two. This is going to be a conversational video because I've got like 3 points over here, and I'm going to talk a lot on this one. Second mistake people do, learning loop. And not just people, I do it. And if you see, you do it. If you see, your friends do it. If you see, the members of Academy of Finance do it. If you see, every community has been doing it. Learning loop. This is something that I call necessary NLP, necessary learning process or progress, necessary learning process. It's something you learn something, you immediately do something. Like you just don't learn things. There was this one member, and he was saying, well, I learn things on a daily basis, but I'm not able to produce it. I'm not able to convey it out. I was like, okay, the process of your learning is not two steps. It's just one step here. The moment you learn something, you need to produce it up. That's all. Before going to bed, even if you read like one line, and if you feel like that's an important line, okay, you do one thing for me, like write a post, write an article, post an Instagram post, post it on WhatsApp. Start getting the rhythm of producing things out instead of just consuming. And what happens is the more you learn it, one of the members that I was having conversation with, and I said it very bluntly to that one member. Said he's a dear friend of mine, and he got a hit, and he started working on it. Is one of He said, Fazal, I'm not feeling that interest to do things. I was like, hey, I used to feel that interest back in the day, but today I'm not feeling that interest. I said it. The reason you are feeling the interest is fading away is because you have been learning and you have not been doing things. And what happens is you get into that frustration zone where you're learning so many things and you're not doing things. When you get in the habit of that, that's a learning loop. Like you learn, you go in and you do nothing about it. It's like so much. You're just building on rules. You're building on rules. You're building on rules. You're watering that plant. That plant is not moving. That plant is not getting sunlight, and you need to come out of the learning loop. I don't know how you're going to do that, but you need to come out of that learning loop and think about it. Okay, I've learned something today. What can I do about this thing? God Almighty has given me this knowledge today. I've read this one line today. What can Fuzzle do about it? Okay, Fuzzle don't have the whole community of like 10,000 people. Fuzzle don't even have like number of two-member community. Okay, what can you do about this? What I'm going to do is I am going to record a video out of it, which is not going to be beneficial for people today. Maybe tomorrow with tactical strategies, I'm going to make it happen. If you think about it, it's going to happen. Coming out of the learning loop. Point number three. Common mistake number three. How many minutes we are on? 7 minutes. My favorite. Seeking validation. Who has always wanted to seek validation? If you can learn one thing from this whole video, one thing from the whole video is the day you disconnect yourself from the results, is from that day onwards, your entrepreneurship journey is going to be flourishing and nourishing, and you'll be experiencing so many cool things in life the moment the day you start disconnecting yourself, detaching yourself from the results. You go there. There was this one session that I did like good a year back, where I was training over 90 people, not 100, over 90 people inside the room. And I had a session 2 days later. You know, when you are doing a session with 90 people, you get comments, you get that interaction, you love that energy to a different level altogether. And 2 days later, I did another session where there were like 16 people in the room. My heart was gone. I was like, hey, what should I talk to these people? There will be zero conversations. People will not be responding to my questions. People will, they, लोग है ही नहीं बात करने के लिए, and how can you cruise in through that, and they are, those 16 people are going to help you. They're going to stay there for you. They're expecting content from you, and if you think about it, my energy was completely lost. How can I tune it in a different direction? How can I start bringing that energy back into me? One thing that I did that day, great lesson that I've learned, that is lesson that I'm going to share with you. It's not related to seeking validation anywhere, but this is going to be a conversation with you anyways, as I said in the beginning of anyways. If you have 100 people inside your level one, there will be 30 people in your level two, there will be 15 people in your level three, and there will be, say, 2 to 3 members in like your level four. Okay, that's how the conversion, that's how the general statistics are. Like it just keeps on decreasing. And if you have the lesser number of people you have inside the group, the higher they have paid for you. So you need to be giving them personal attention. You need to be giving them tactical strategies because they have paid certain amount, which was way out of their budget to you, so that they can get results that you are promising them. And think about it: 100 people are here, 2 people are here. High ticket clients, low ticket clients. Anyway, whatever the price you're putting, high ticket clients, low ticket clients. That mindset I brought in that one session. Okay, I did a session for 100 people, so 90 plus people. Great. Now I just have to think about these are my high ticket clients. I have to give my best because they have paid certain amount of money. though they had paid nothing to me, I just had to get into that zone and just be there for the people. That is one thing that I've learned in that one session. Like, okay, I just have to disconnect myself from the outcome. I have to disconnect myself. Okay, however, how many people are there inside the room? I don't care about that. I just have to be there. Say, even if there's like one person, say 1.5% person and his child or her child, maybe like 10 people, maybe like 50 people, maybe 100 people, maybe 1,000 people. I don't care. I just have to give my best into the people who are present inside the session. Even if there are zero people being in the session, what do I have to do? I have to give my best in so that when the 10 people come in, I've already practiced. And when you're doing a session without people in, that's like the best practice that you can do because you have already disconnected yourself from the results. And talking about the seeking validation part of it, how many of you have always wanted to seek validation? Like validation is something that, okay, what I'm going to do, is it going to produce a result? That is what validation stands for anyway, right? If you think about it, if you disconnect yourself from the results, okay, that's one part of the game. Moving on to the seeking validation, if you think you are the best in what you're doing, with your experiences, with your knowledge, with your challenges, what you have learned. This is like one. This is one movie in Hindi, right? Go walk on. What did we learn? What do we know? This is flip it. What do we know? What did we learn? When you read a book and when you think this is an important thing for me and for my community members, I don't even think about, okay, whether it's going to benefit them. I know within me this is going to benefit them. I know within me that three common mistakes, when we talk about three common mistakes, this one video slash podcast, how you're listening, is going to benefit you. If not you, someone else. If not someone else, third person. If not third person, maybe 300th person who's watching this video. Maybe I don't know, maybe 10 years down the line, this one video is going to benefit that one person. I'm just recording it for that one person. I'm recording it for you. It's been 12 minutes and you are watching it. This video is directly talking to you. So when you think about it, how can you think? Just have to get in the zone. Okay, what I'm doing is going to benefit one person out there. That's you. That's 100% you. I don't care how many views this video's got, how many subscribers I have. Like, I don't even care about all those things. If you're watching it this one point in time, okay, this video was specifically made for you. I don't need validation for it. I know it's going to reach to you someday. I don't know when it's going to reach you someday. That brings us to the conclusion of I said three, I wrote four, and I added one micro little thing, which was what? First was quitting too early, learning loop. We added one session, one thing, disconnecting ourselves from the results, and the fourth one was seeking validation. I also had the fourth point written over here is always doubting yourself. Never doubt yourself because the moment you start doubting, you start losing. The moment you start doubting, the moment you hesitate, you're already out of the game. The moment there was a series that I used to watch. It's a mini series, The Queen's Gambit. He said the moment someone starts the chess, the first step when you take, I can decide on that person who's in. I know whether that person is going to win or lose. The first step has to be with conviction. The first step has to not be with confidence, it has to be with conviction. The moment you walk in, even if you don't have confidence in doing something, pretend that you're confident. See the magic happening. Experience the magic happen. That brings us to the conclusion of this one, four common mistakes we make in our entrepreneurship journey. It's like they were like there are like 10 different common mistakes that I've already jotted down for the Academy of Art Scientists for the sales pitch that I've got. And this was like just of all these three things, 3 to 4 common mistakes that we as entrepreneurs make in the journey that we start on. You don't make those mistakes. And thank you so much for making this video snack postcard, how you're listening. The topic, me, a part of your day. I'm going to see you in another exciting video with better eyes.
يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح فبالله كم تستطيع